Hello, you're watching Hornbill TV's Primetime Bulletin. Now headlines. A high-level meeting of chief ministers and deputy chief ministers from the BJP-led National Democratic Alliance states was held in New Delhi on Sunday. The conclave included a significant discussion on commemorating the 50th anniversary of the emergency declared on June 25, 1975. A major protest erupted in Imphal as a large group of demonstrators attempted to storm the Raj Bhavan but were stopped by security forces near the M sector gate, demanding an apology from the governor of Manipur over the conclave incident. US President Donald Trump, while addressing at West Point Military Academy in New York on Saturday, voiced his opposition to current political and cultural trends and declared that the military would no longer engage in trainings on topics such as critical race theory or transgender issues. Briefing reporters after the 10th Governing Council meeting of Niti Aayog, CEO BVR Subramaniam said India has become the fourth largest economy in the world, overtaking Japan. Now for the news in detail. A major protest erupted in Imphal as a large group of demonstrators attempted to storm the Raj Bhavan but were stopped by security forces near the M sector gate. The protesters demanded an apology from the governor of Manipur over the conclave incident, in which journalists travelling on a bus were reportedly asked to remove the word Manipur while passing through Kuki-dominated areas. The incident has sparked widespread outrage across the valley regions. The protest was led by COCOMI, a civil society organization from the valley, which has announced a series of agitations in response. Speaking during the Raj Bhavan Gherao, COCOMI President K. Atoba stated that the people of Manipur are strongly opposed to the imposition of President's rule. He emphasized that a popular elected government is crucial during this time of unrest, as it would better understand the sentiments and cultural values of the people. Atoba called for the immediate formation of a state government led by an elected representative to address the growing public dissatisfaction. According to Atoba, 4 protesters were injured during the demonstration and have been admitted to RIMS hospital for treatment.
As stated by the COCOMI yesterday, COCOMI have started different form of agitation or protest from today. So what is the position at the moment now?
Today, in several parts of the states, people have come out in large number and demanding for the apology of the governor of the state and his top administrators. Yet till now they haven't responded in any way. Therefore, this pressure will continue. As long as the governor tenders an apology to the people of Manipur for the grave mistake they have committed, insulting the state's identity, insulting the name of the states, it cannot be negotiated, compromised in any form. Therefore, the people of Manipur will press him, no matter what, in all forms of possible democratic and non-violent agitation, and we will continue to press him to tender apology to the people of the state. However, today it is very unfortunate that several security forces who are trying to stop our protests have, shot certain smoke bombs and so many other artilleries, which has injured several of the women protesters. And this will also have a very negative impact against the administration of the state right now, which is under the president rule. And we want them to hold maximum restraints. They should not force people to turn violent. they should always try to cooperate with the genuine grievances and the sentiments of the people, and they should not resort into such kind of violent action again. If they continue to do so, this is going to have a very negative reaction from the people, and we don't want that kind of reactions. Definitely, the PR administration is nothing but it has become an alien administration who don't understand the history, polity, socio-cultural ethos, and the sentiment of the people. They don't understand our way of life, our thinking, our allegiance towards the state. Therefore, they have taken certain decisions that is completely against the interest and sentiments of the state. So such kind of administration don't have any logical reason to remain in the state. Therefore, popular government from among the elected people is very important, because local people needs to govern the state. Local people needs to take care of their own people. Then they will understand much more better than this kind of alien PR administration. Today, every single individual who believe in the idea of Manipur is now completely against the decision taken by the governor and his administrator. Therefore, the people of Manipur is very upset and very anxious. And today, because of these violent reactions from the security forces, people will definitely have a very different set of mind. And we don't know how this will come into the next day, following days, what kind of protest is going to come up. Therefore, we appeal to the security forces and its administrators, don't try to get violent. People want to continue this protest in a democratic and non-violent manner, and we are only demanding for his apology for the mistake he has committed. He should take the moral responsibility being head of the state. So we are demanding only this. If he don't comply with this, he don't deserve to remain as the governor of the state, as the head of the state in Manipur.
Thank you, Tama.
We'll take a short break, so stay tuned for more news.
Local aru seasonal sabji khato environment aru gaon nimite bishi labh ase ahibi janibo. Local sabji khato khabole bi bishi mitha ase kile nimite itu sabji khan thik pra pakia piche dehi bikiri kure. Local sabji de dawai khan na chulai aru nutrients bishi thakya nimite ami khana gaon ke bhal rakhe aru weather laga hisab te ami khan kisim bi khabo pai. Local sabji khan dam bi bishi komti thake. Khana khan alag alag jaga pra ahe aro homoy carbon bishi philai de. Itu nimite local khato environment karone bi bishi bal ase. Dusra jaga pra ahya khana to bishi din polai kina ahe aro bishi bar biya bi hoi jai. Itu nimite local khana khato food wastage bi komti hoy. Aro akhirte local saman kinya pra nijor manuke bi bishi modot kore.
Welcome back. A 7-member delegation led by the convener of Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity, COCOMI, is set to hold an exclusive meeting with the Ministry of Home Affairs on 27th May 2025 in New Delhi. The meeting aims to initiate follow-up action on the resolutions adopted during the historic Manipur People's Convention held on 3rd May 2025 at Kuman Lambak, Imphal. While briefing media, Kuraija Matoba, convener of COCOMI, expresses serious anxiety and dissatisfaction over the unwarranted use of mock bombs and tear gas shells on non-violent protesters, particularly women, during peaceful demonstrations held today. The deployment of such aggressive crowd control measures against unarmed civilians, many of whom were mothers and elderly women, is deeply concerning and unbecoming of a democratic and sensitive administration, he added.
COCOMI is going to have a official meeting with the Ministry of Home Affairs team on 27th of this month, and tomorrow a 7-member delegations headed by the convener of COCOMI, myself, and 7 members is going to head for the New Delhi to hold the meeting. And in this meeting, actually, we are supposed to raise the issue of the prolonged Manipur crisis situations and the resolutions adopted in the convention. However, because of the sudden outburst of this incident of the unfortunate Gwaltabi incidents where the state of Manipur has been insulted and undermined by the state administrators, we are going to raise this issue. Our demand for the apology from the governor, as well as necessary action, including the resignations demand for the top administrators, is going to be raised in the meeting, and we are going to pursue with the ministry officials so that some kind of acceptable steps be taken up from the side of the government of India, and our resolutions from the convention representing the people of Manipur will be raised to the top leaders of the country, which may be the Prime Minister or the Home Minister or both of them. And this is non-negotiable, and we will try to initiate certain procedures as to how we are going to fulfill the demand of the people to raise and press the demand for these convention's resolutions. Therefore, this meeting is very crucial, and we are going to raise all necessary issues related with the current ongoing incident, as well as the long pending Manipur crisis situations, resolutions taken on the public conventions.
Talking about this planned meeting, a scheduled meeting, whether it is going to be solely with the government of India or with the cookie groups also?
No, this meeting is going to be an exclusive meeting between the representatives of COCOMI, representing the people of Manipur, and the government of India. There is no any other party going to involve.
Any precondition for talking with cookie now?
No, we don't have any condition or precondition. For now, there is no point of talking with them. We already had a resolution in the convention that for now, it is only the government of India who is responsible for this entire crisis, and we will engage with the government of India until and unless some kind of positive outcomes comes out. We are not going to discuss with any other stakeholders for now.
How many protesters were injured?
Today, we have been reported that 3 to 4 protesters have been.
Cachar police has achieved significant success in its anti-drug operation. Police Superintendent Numal Mahata informed the media on Sunday evening that during a raid in the Sonapari Ghat bypass area of Silchar, a 4-wheeler registration number AS26A2522 was searched, leading to the seizure of 1 kg of and 339 grams of heroin and the arrest of 3 drug traffickers. The market value of the seized heroin is estimated to be around 6 crore 5 lakh rupees. The heroin was being transported for smuggling to another state. The arrested traffickers are identified as Chinlam Mahamata, resident of Mizoram, and Zhar Shahrukh Ali, resident of Barpeta district of Assam. The police are rigorously interrogating the trio, and if others are found to be involved, they will be apprehended soon and dealt with legally, as stated by the police superintendent.
5টা সাবুনৰ বাকচ জব্দ কৰিবলৈ সক্ষম হল আৰু জব্দ কৰাৰ পাছত আমাৰ যি প্ৰক্ৰিয়া আছে সেই প্ৰক্ৰিয়াৰ পথে আমি এই সামগ্ৰীখিনি ড্ৰাগ ডিটেকশ্যন কিটৰ জৰিয়তে আমি পৰীক্ষণ কৰোঁ আৰু পৰীক্ষণৰ পালত সম্পূৰ্ণৰূপে পজিটিভ ৰিপ্লাই পোৱাৰ পাছত আমি গোটেই সামগ্ৰীখিনি আমি আইনৰ মতে আমি সিজ কৰোঁ আৰু তাক যাৱতীয় পৰীক্ষণৰ বাবে পৰৱৰ্তী পৰ্যায়ৰ বাবে যিখিনি কৰিব লাগে মাননীয় আদালতলৈ প্ৰেৰণ কৰিবলৈ আমি তৎপৰ হওঁ আৰু এই সংক্ৰান্তে আমি জোৰ তদন্ত আৰম্ভ কৰোঁ আৰু এই 105টা যি সাবুনৰ বাকচ আছিলে এই সাবুনৰ বাকচত যি সামগ্ৰী নিচাযুক্ত সামগ্ৰী হিৰোইন আছিলে তাৰ ওজন 1.23 কিলোগ্ৰাম মানে 1 কেজিতকৈ বেছি ইয়াত আমি হিৰোইন নিচাযুক্ত সামগ্ৰী আমি জব্দ কৰিবলৈ সক্ষম হলো আৰু এই নিচাযুক্ত সামগ্ৰীখিনিৰ চুৰাং বজাৰত ইয়াৰ যি মূল্য ই 6.5 কোটিতকৈ অধিক হ'ব গতিকে আমি গোটেই সামগ্ৰীখিনি জব্দ কৰি আমি জোৰ তদন্ত আৰম্ভ কৰোঁ আৰু জোৰ তদন্ত আৰম্ভ কালত যিটো আমি ফ'ৰ্ড টাইটেনিয়াম গাড়ী আমি জব্দ কৰিছিলোঁ এই গাড়ীখনৰ নাম্বাৰ হৈছে AS26A 2522 সেই গাড়ীখনকো আমি আইনৰ প্ৰক্ৰিয়াৰ মাজেদি আমি এটো আমি জব্দ কৰোঁ বা সিজ কৰোঁ আৰু গোটেইখিনি যি প্ৰক্ৰিয়া আছিল সেই প্ৰক্ৰিয়াত আমি independent witnesser.
We'll take another short break, so stay tuned.
Every day goes through 136 quality checks, giving you a thick and tasty, perfect cup of tea. No wonder Nestle Every Day is your #1 choice.
Welcome back. A high-level meeting of chief ministers and deputy chief ministers from the BJP-led National Democratic Alliance states was held in New Delhi on Sunday. The conclave included a significant discussion on commemorating the 50th anniversary of the emergency declared on June 25, 1975. Leaders resolved to mark the anniversary in remembrance of the emergency imposed by 10 Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, a period that exposed citizens to widespread political turmoil and suppression of civil liberties. The Government of India announced last year, 2024, that June 25 will be remembered annually as Constitution Murder Day in remembrance of the emergency, which stands as a stark chapter in the nation's history. Meanwhile, over 20 chief ministers and 18 deputy chief ministers from various states gathered in New Delhi on Sunday for the National Democratic Alliance Chief Ministers Conclave held under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The meeting concluded with the adoption of two key resolutions, one loading the armed forces for Operation Sindoor and another supporting the caste census initiative. After the meeting of NDA Chief Ministers and Deputy Chief Ministers, BJP National President and Union Minister JB Nadda stated that the National Democratic Alliance's CM conclave was convened under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, with 20 Chief Ministers and 18 Deputy Chief Ministers in attendance. Nadda informed that two resolutions were passed during the meeting. He emphasized that the operation and the bravery displayed by the Indian Army were widely appreciated, and the resolution was passed unanimously in recognition of their valor.
मेघालय के मुख्यमंत्री कर्नाड संगमा जी, महाराष्ट्र के उप मुख्यमंत्री श्री एकनाथ शिंदे जी, विनय सहस्त्रबुद्धे जी, आज प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में हमारी नेशनल डेमोक्रेटिक अलायंस की सीएम कॉन्क्लेव हुई। हम सब जानते हैं कि समय समय पर हमारे एनडीए के चीफ मिनिस्टर्स और डिप्टी चीफ मिनिस्टर्स वो सीएम कॉन्क्लेव में एकत्र आते हैं, जिसकी अध्यक्षता हमारे आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी करते हैं, और हम विकसित भारत के संकल्प को किस तरीके से हम आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं उस पर चर्चा होती है। इस बैठक में हमारे 20 मुख्यमंत्री और 18 डिप्टी चीफ मिनिस्टर्स ये उपस्थित रहे। इस कॉन्क्लेव में दो प्रस्ताव पारित हुए। एक प्रस्ताव तो ऑपरेशन सिंदूर, जिसमें जो प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में ऑपरेशन सिंदूर हुआ, और जो हमारे फौज के, हमारे आर्मी में, हमारे आर्मी के जवान्स में जो देश की सेवा की है उसकी भूरी भूरी प्रशंसा की गई। और जो हमारी आर्मी है जिसने तो अपना पराक्रम दिखाया है उसकी भूरी भूरी प्रशंसा हुई है। तो ये प्रस्ताव सर्वसम्मति से पारित हुआ, जिसमें ऑपरेशन सिंदूर में प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी की नेतृत्व क्षमता, सशक्त भारत, समर्थवान भारत और आत्मनिर्भर भारत कैसे बन रहा है इसकी उस प्रस्ताव में चर्चा है। और एक तरीके से कहा जाए तो जिस प्रिसिशन के साथ हमारी आर्मी ने पाकिस्तान के में टेररिस्ट एक्टिविटीज़ को और टेररिज्म को जो आघात पहुंचाया, जो वहाँ अटैक किया, उसकी मारक क्षमता और मारक क्षमता के साथ साथ एग्जैक्टनेस, प्रिसिशन, इस बात की भी चर्चा हुई है। आपको प्रस्ताव की कॉपी मिल जाएगी। साथ ही साथ जातिगत जनगणना, इस जातिगत जनगणना के विषय पर जिसको भारत की कैबिनेट में मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में स्वीकृति दी है, और ये हमारी कल्पना शुरू से थी। और हमारे बिहार की सरकार, नीतीश कुमार जी की सरकार जिसने सबसे पहले इसका प्रस्ताव लाया था, उसको भी ध्यान में रखते हुए और यह जातिगत जनगणना पर भी प्रस्ताव पारित हुआ। और सभी लोगों ने इसको जहां इसकी सहमति के साथ साथ जो मोदी जी का निर्णय हुआ है उसकी प्रशंसा के साथ साथ साधुवाद देने का काम इस प्रस्ताव में हुआ है। यहां मैं ये भी बताना चाहता हूं कि इस प्रस्ताव के माध्यम से हमने स्पष्ट किया है कि हम जातिगत राजनीति नहीं करते हैं, लेकिन वंचित, पीड़ित, शोषित, दलित जो छूट गए हैं उनको मुख्य धारा में समावेश करना, जो भी जिस तरीके से छूटा हुआ व्यक्ति है उसको मुख्य धारा में समावेश करना, यह समाज की आवश्यकता है। और जातिगत जनगणना के माध्यम से हम इसको देखते हैं और इसको हम आगे बढ़ाने का काम कर रहे हैं। ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के बारे में आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जहां कहा कि ये सेना का शौर्य है, वहीं उन्होंने इस बात का भी बल दिया कि भारत को हमें तीव्र गति से विकसित भी बनाना है, सशक्त रखना है, सामर्थ्यवान बनाना है और इसके साथ साथ हमको आत्मनिर्भर भारत बनाना है। इस पर हमको ध्यान देने की जरूरत है। हम लोगों ने
That's all for now. For more news and updates, keep watching Hornbill TV.